Now, using all this willpower that is inbuilt in you, using your talent and your skills, you can achieve something great. I believe every person has a potential to achieve great things. Every person has the answer to another person's question. Every person has the solution to another person's need. Instead of focusing our physical and mental determination to achieve something as simple and as natural as normal body weight, let us focus our energies to achieving great things. But then how do we get to normal body weight? To get to your set body weight and to have optimal health, all we require is to change what we ate that brought us to this obese point in the first place. If we change our input, we can change the result. If we change the input, we can change the outcome. Hi. In the age of social media, we are constantly updated with or without our will about the lives of others. Family, friends, acquaintances, random strangers, celebrities. We get to know much of what is happening in others' lives, or at least what they want us to know. A common thing that people put up on their social media profiles or create a website like I did is about weight loss. People feel a great sense of achievement about the weight loss. So we see some friend or some celebrity who went through great amount of effort and finally defeated that demon of obesity and came back to a good shape. What happens in many cases is that these people who have lost their weight by working very hard, eating less and exercising more, put it back on after some years, along with accompanying conditions of insulin resistance and probably diabetes or hypertension and even heart disease. We've seen this happen with those around us and also with screen personalities like Oprah Winfrey. Weight loss is done with great effort and is therefore seen as an achievement. Dr. Jason Fung, in his book The Obesity Code, says, "We don't consciously control our body weight any more than we control our heart rates, our basal metabolic rate, our body temperature, or our breathing. These are all automatically regulated, and so is our weight. Hormones tell us when we are hungry, ghrelin. Hormones tell us when we are full, peptide YY, CCK, leptin. Hormones increase energy expenditure, adrenaline. Hormones shut down energy expenditure, thyroid hormone. Obesity is a hormonal, not a caloric balance. And yet, even though we don't consciously control it, people feel a great sense of achievement in losing it for a limited amount of time. All low-fat diets, based on the calories in, calories out theory, which reduce merely the number of calories and tell one to eat less and exercise more, are short-term. People who follow these diets have a short-term victory and they lose weight and post it on Instagram and Facebook. They are winning the battle, not the war. Ultimately, the war is lost. We're fighting against our own hormones and ultimately the hormones win. It's like saying the operation is successful but the patient is dead. The blood sugar came down but the insulin level is high. And we know by now that high levels of insulin are the root cause of conditions like obesity, diabetes, and heart disease, among others. When I was explaining about the LCHF lifestyle to a friend, she said, "How can it be so easy? It has to be difficult. That's all, huh? You just change what you eat and you lose weight. It can't be that easy." People don't want a solution that's sensible and easy. They want a difficult solution, even if it fails in the long run. So why do people who lose weight on the low-calorie diet feel like it's achievement? Because it's a lot of effort. They put in a lot of hard work to lose weight. First of all, you have to become a math genius because all this calories in, calories out, eat less, exercise more, count your calories. Counting your calories requires a high level of mathematical skills. And if you're not a maths genius, you'll end up buying an app which calculates all this for you. Most people who boast online of their weight loss success on a low-calorie diet would have employed a dietitian. I was recently reading a dietitian's guidelines. This person says you have to, on waking, have something, at 9 a.m. have something, at 11 a.m. have something, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m. That's 7 times of premeditated and calculated food and drink intake. On waking, after half an hour, one is recommended to have soaked almonds and 4 soaked walnuts with warm water and then soaked fenugreek seeds ground and drunk the next day. All this first thing in the morning. And then at 9 a.m. you have to have a breakfast of low calorie foods. And along with this, you have to have some kind of seed which has been soaked overnight in water. And at 11 a.m., you have to drink something. Added to it, you have soaked psyllium husk or soaked chia seeds, which then fill the stomach and prevent you from feeling hungry. Really? Even sponge fills the stomach. Can we eat sponge? And then lunch at 1 p.m. is a measured cup of rice with a measured cup of sambar and 100 grams, 200 grams, exact quantities of, white meat or fish. How does this work? How can one measure an exact quantity of fish? Suppose the fish is this big and it weighs 300 grams after cleaning and before cooking. Now, should I cut off just 100 grams, or should I consider the weight of the bone to be 80 grams? Now I need to cut off just 20 grams. Or in case I accidentally ingest 30 grams extra of this fish, in the next meal, can I reduce 20 grams? Will it work like that? Balance today's extras with tomorrow's deficit. How does this work? You have to be exact in measuring, is it? Then again at 4 p.m. you must have a beverage. Along with this beverage, it is recommended that you have a seed mixture. Seeds of melons, cucumber, pumpkin, sunflower, flax. And then at 7 p.m. again you have a meal which is calculated to be low in calories. And then at bedtime you should have a glass of water mixed with a pinch of turmeric. If you have 1 glass of water, which is 240 ml, all it results in is a trip to the toilet in the middle of the night, and thus disturbing your sleep. Every person needs uninterrupted sleep. Going to the toilet only interrupts a person's sleep and makes him more tired the next day. And if you're like my husband, the whole household will wake up when he goes to the toilet. He will wake up noisily. He will tap a few things off the bedside table, which will land on the floor with a clutter. And then he will open the toilet door with a bang and then again close it with a bang and trip over the toilet stool. Such a ruckus because he drank quarter a liter of water before bedtime. And then people have smoothies. When you eat an apple, you can probably eat 1 apple. But when you make it into a smoothie, you need more apples. So maybe you use 3 or 4, which increases the sugar content. You want an apple, why don't you just eat it? If you want a cucumber, why don't you eat just 1 cucumber or 2 instead of putting 6 cucumbers into the blender? Each time you have to wash the blender. Of course, it's a lot of hard work. No wonder people feel like they've achieved a lot when they lose weight on the low-calorie diet. Many people on the low-calorie diet who are very happy about their weight loss achievement on social media channels probably have also employed a personal trainer. The other day I read a post that says it's worth the money. So it means it involves money. It involves quite some money to employ a personal trainer who will tell you how to exercise. And myths like spot training do not work. Insulin resistance causes fat buildup in a liver, which leads to fatty liver. So Dr. Jason Fung asks, can you exercise away a fatty liver? Can you do spot exercise for a fatty liver? Moreover, weight loss on a low-calorie diet involves a lot of mental effort, willpower, determination, a preoccupation about food, a premeditation and calculation about food. You have to calculate so many things before eating. We saw in the chart that I just read out that you have to consume food or drink 7 times a day. You have to set timers and keep eating at the time that the dietitian has recommended that you eat. So it's a lot of mental effort. What to eat, what not to eat, grit your teeth against temptation. Don't get me wrong, some of these individual things that they have listed are good. Cinnamon powder is good, turmeric powder is good. And that's why in India we use turmeric powder in our cooking. And watercress seeds and fenugreek seeds and melon and flax and all these seeds may be good once in a while when you eat them as part of a meal or a snack. But soaking them overnight, mixing them in this, grinding them to this, doing this with them and eating them 3 times every day, it's a lot of effort. And it's a lot of preoccupation about food. No wonder people on low-calorie diets feel like they've achieved a great thing. It is human nature to want to achieve something. It's inbuilt in us. We all want to achieve something. It is natural and it is good. Achieving weight loss on a low-calorie diet is like getting a race car to run at 50 km speed per hour. You put the wrong fuel in the car, make it go crazy, its system stops functioning, it stops running properly, and finally you overhaul the whole thing and then get it just running. And you feel, yay, my race car is moving, the engine is working. No, a race car is supposed to achieve high speeds. It's built for high speeds. Similarly, getting your body to optimal weight is not a great achievement. Putting the wrong foods in the first place and then bringing it back to normal is not an achievement. If we gave it right foods in the first place, optimal body weight, body set weight, it's a normal thing. You're at your set body weight, you're functioning well, you're normal. Now, using all this willpower that is inbuilt in you, using your talent and your skills, you can achieve something great. I believe every person has a potential to achieve great things. Every person has the answer to another person's question. Every person has the solution to another person's need. We're all born to do great things. Everybody has the potential to do great things. Instead of focusing our physical and mental determination to achieve something as simple and as natural as normal body weight, let us focus our energies to achieving great things. But then how do we get to normal body weight? To get to your set body weight and to have optimal health, all we require is to change what we ate that brought us to this obese point in the first place. If we change our input, we can change the result. If we change the input, we can change the outcome. LCHF lifestyle, which is LCHF foods and intermittent fasting, is the long-lasting and sensible way to bring down excess weight and to get the body to maintain its weight loss and continue at its set body weight and have a healthy life. I wish you good health, long life, and great achievements. Thank you.